Let me take you away from all this.
Where to?
Well, to a new life.
You won the lottery then?
No. But I've got high expectations.
With malts?
Wait. Ints have been dropped, you know. Re-promotion.
Have they?
They have.
They must be desperate.
Listen, I bet you that by this time next week, I will be in a new and more interesting job.
Yeah, right. All right then, what's the bet?
All right, the bet is dinner in the restaurant of your choice with me.
And what if I win?
Good morning, Moles. How can I help you?
Are you sure this is right?
How am I supposed to know?
Sorry, I was talking to somebody else. Customer relations? No, I think they're out to lunch, okay.
Mark my words, Mark, this contract would solve all our problems. We're ahead of the game, but we'll only get one shot at it. Frankly, we can't afford to miss.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Imogen Byers. What can I do for you?
I have an appointment to see Miss Byers. My name is Mark Clayton. I'm from Malta.
I'll let her know that you've arrived, sir. Would you like to take a seat? Can I order you some coffee?
That would be nice. Thank you.
Espresso, cappuccino, decaffeinated?
Well, I think we can all agree that our relationship with Maltz has been long and, in the main, happy. Can we not?
There's been the odd breakdown in communication, has there not?
Well, let's face it, we've had those amongst ourselves. Now, the point is, if their 420 series can deliver both in terms of increased capacity and lower operational costs...
And assuming it's truly compatible and bug-free.
And assuming we stay within the projected figures for the initial capital outlay.
There's nothing else to worry about, is there? Mark Clayton from Maltz is here.
Good, he's early. Obviously very keen. So, are there any other points before we let him do his party piece?
Installation. We'll have to shut down totally during the changeover, and then we'll be totally dependent on the 420.
We'll be totally dependent on whatever we change to. The point is, we've got to change. We cannot stand still.
No, I'm not sure about the bloody oven anymore. But would it go with the Tahiti blue, do you think? I was wondering, I've seen a couple with a stripe in the tyre that actually matches the body colour, and it looks really neat. I see. Could you get back to me on that? Great.
Mr. Clayton?
Yes.
Would you like to come up with me now, please?
Oh, of course, thank you.
Yes, come in.
You wanted a word?
No. I want some numbers.
The 420.
What else?
Trevor, I don't get to spend the money. I only get to pay the bills. If you want to stop the 420 going over budget, don't sanction any more funding for it.
You're in too deep already. We can't pull out now.
You're telling me we can't afford to spend any more, but that we can't afford not to either.
I'm not telling you anything. I'm asking you to tell me how we can absorb the overspend on the 420 series least painfully.
Well, how can I come up with a strategy when the projections on the series are still being revised?
If I knew that, I wouldn't need a genius like you, would I? For pity's sake, Ricky, you're an accountant. Account for yourself. Account for the fact that the 420's giving me angina when it ought to be warming the cockles of my heart.
I'll do my best.
Increased capacity, proven components, and guaranteed compatibility. Because you're an XK-based system already. The 420 can be configured to conform to your existing controls so that the changeover can be effected without interrupt. I'm so sorry. Who's that?
It's Trevor. How's it going?
I'm in a meeting with a client at the moment.
What? I'm sorry, I didn't think you started. I just wanted to... You know how important this is, don't you? Don't let me down, Mark.
I won't. Let me call you back. Very good. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. There. Right. Where was I?
You're telling us how a changeover could be effected without interrupting production?
Yes. Right.
Good afternoon. Malts, isn't it? This is getting to be a daily ritual.
Afraid so. Don't blame me, though. I'm just a messenger.
If we're going to carry on like this, we'll have to arrange a reserved parking space for you.
That'd be nice.
It would be nice if your dispatch department could check what they send out against what's being ordered. You brought the wrong thing 3 times.
I don't think most of them can read.
I see.
Right, cheers.
Further to our earlier discussion, I've just spoken to Mark Clayton, and I have every confidence that he's about to land us a major 420 contract so that there's some income to balance expenditure.
Well, that's excellent.
But the other thing is, we can't afford to have people owing us money, can we?
We certainly can't.
So let's get chasing late payers, shall we?
Can I finish the payroll first?
Yes, if you must.
I'll run a full check first thing in the morning.
Good. And take no prisoners.
Well, that was pretty impressive, I thought.
I thought so.
Apart from Quasimodo's curse, as her ladyship likes to call it.
Sorry?
The bells, the bells. She can't stand phones going off like that.
Oh, dear.
Well, too late to worry about it now.
Well, I'll get back to you as soon as I've spoken to our technical team, and we'll fix a time for the demonstration run.
Can't be soon enough for me.
Right then. Onwards and upwards.
Cheers.
Soon, baby, soon.
Well, I thought that was pretty convincing. He wants to arrange a demo as soon as possible. And we can't afford to hang around for too long.
Oh, hang on a minute. We can't afford to get this wrong either. We're looking at a major commitment here.
Yes, but assuming one gets what one pays for, one will be getting an awful lot.
Assuming. Well, assuming we're going to invest in Milt's magnificent Flying 420 series, we really need to determine our strategy for exploiting its seemingly limitless possibilities.
I think it's in the bag.
Yes! Well done, lad. Come straight down to R&D when you get back and fill me in on the details. Oh, there's a beautiful sight, eh?
Certainly is.
Right then, that'll do. Thank you. I'd like you all to be standing by to run this demonstration again, please, exactly as we've just done. When?
I'll speak to them in the morning, and we'll see if we can get them over here in the afternoon.
Good. Well done, team, and well done, you.
Hey, let's not count our chickens, Trevor. They'll want a delivery schedule, and we'll have to deliver.
Of course we will. And we will, of course. I think I'll send out for the champagne, shall I? She doesn't have views, does she?
You know, my view in business, you've got to make the most of things. And the more you make, the more you make. A new system will allow us to do more, not just produce more of the same. More applications, more permutations, not just variations on the same old theme.
Ham rolls, cheese rolls, and those little sausage rolls. Smoked salmon. Do you think any of them smoke?
I doubt it. Olives.
Good idea. That's the sort of thing. We want to make the right impression, don't we? Yes. Olives.
Something bigger.
Well, the Proteus range could be expanded.
Yes. How about Pro Max?
That's neat. That sounds young. That sounds energetic. Yeah, that sounds good.
Bit too near Prozac.
Trust you to think of that.
But if Alex thought of it.
Any 14-year-old boy could think of it.
My point exactly. We're talking about an object of desire here, not a subject of derision.
Pro Star.
Very good. Everyone wants to be a pro. Everyone wants to be a star.
Nice spin on the image too.
Well, that gives us something to think about, something to be going on with. Well done, Jane. Can we afford to reward you?
Ask me at the end of the next financial year.
That's my girl.
Well, if they sign on the dotted line, it's yours, for real. Any colour you like. Seriously, you know what this deal means to me, to Maltz, to our share price. A firm like Imogen Bias going over will make the 420 flavour of the month. We can afford to back off on other fronts and concentrate all our energy into it.
Is that wise? I mean, we need to be thinking ahead. Surely, what's going to come after the 420?
Oh, there's plenty of time for that. You just think about driving into the sunset with the top down.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, what developments?
I have to say I'm quietly confident. Everything seems to be on course and running along nice and smoothly.
Yeah, wasn't that the last signal from the Titanic?
Wait, there's no icebergs in the path of this ship.
Maybe not, but there's many a slip.
Hello, can I speak to your accounts department, please? Thank you.
Good afternoon, Jane Hall speaking. How may I help you?
This is Ricky Liackett. I'm cost controller at Maltz.
Ah, how may I be of assistance?
It would assist me greatly if you could arrange for invoices BC/MS 404 to 410 to be settled as soon as possible. These payments are seriously overdue.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry to chase like this. I dare say you're as overworked and understaffed as I am. But on the other hand, I'm sure you can appreciate that I can't let this go on.
No, indeed. 404 to 410.
That's correct.
I'm sorry, Mr. Liackett, that's not correct.
Oh, we invoiced you on the...
On the 1st of April.
That's right.
But the order, which had been placed on the 1st of March, was actually cancelled on the 15th, the Ides of March, following 3 deliveries of the wrong components, which were all returned to you, and we actually sourced the order in Crewe in the end.
Crewe?
Yes, it's in Cheshire, between Chester and Stoke-on-Trent. They make Rolls-Royce there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that right?
To the best of my knowledge and belief, Mr. Liackett, yes. I'm glad we've managed to clear that one up.
Again, I'm sorry.
Not at all. Goodbye.
Who was that?
Maltz, would you believe? Increasingly.
Oh, damn. Sorry, Alice Cahill speaking. What? Oh, no, not again. Oh, for pity's sake, I was at a meeting with the sales executive at Maltz all yesterday afternoon. No, leave it to me. I'll, see if I can persuade Mark Clayton to sort out his dispatch department. Yeah. Thanks. Bye.
I've decided. Definitely the parchment leather with the metallic black.
The number you are calling is engaged.
Oh.
Please try later. The number you are calling is engaged. Please try later. The number you are calling...
Yeah, well, I'm busy too. And Alex, could you put me through to Maltz, please? Thanks.
an account inquiry, please press 2. If you require technical support, please press 3. For customer services, please press 4. To speak to our dispatch office, please press 5.
Bingo! Name that tune.
Vivaldi?
No, dispatch here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wonder if you can help me.
Depends what you want.
Right. My name is Alex Cahill. I'm calling from Imogen Bias about a set of XK connectors that was delivered to us this morning.
Who did you say?
Alex Cahill.
No.
Yes.
Who is it?
No. What company?
Maltz, would you believe?
No, this is Malt.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is Imogen Bias.
No.
With a Y.
Ah, right.
So, XK connectors, set of, delivered this morning?
No.
Yes.
I've got SS100s here.
Yeah, that was what we ordered.
So?
So, you sent the wrong ones?
Nope.
Yes, again.
No. No.
Yes, yes.
All right, let me get this down. You want a set of XKs. No, you want SS100s. XKs is what you've got.
Correct.
Leave it with me.
And you are?
Finley. John Finley, like the Doctor.
Doctor Who?
No.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Finlay. Doctor No. Sorry, Ross.
Melanie wants to know if you're free to go over to Maltz to see the 420 system running this afternoon.
No. No. This afternoon will be fine, 2:30. And I'll chase up those SS100s for you myself. Yes. Yes, I'm sorry about that. Thank you.
Dispatch, Mark Clayton.
No, Jonathan Finley.
No. No, I'm Mark Clayton. And I've just had the chief executive of Imogen Bias on to me, telling me that we've sent them the wrong set of connectors twice.
All right, I heard you the first time.
Never mind being clever, try being smart for once. Have you dispatched a set of SS100s to Imogen Bias today?
No.
Well, do it. Do it now. Hello? Look, these people are very important customers. Right now, they're our most important customers, so we can hardly afford to annoy them, can we?
No.
Good morning. It's the man from Maltz, isn't it?
Again, could you sign for this, please?
Certainly. And would you like to sign for this?
Watches.
No.
Oops, sorry.
Excuse me. Good morning, this is Imogen Bias. How may I help you? Yes, of course, I understand. If you could give me your details. No, go ahead. Good morning, Miss Byers.
Good morning, Anne.
Hello? Chris? Yeah, I'm over at Imogen Bias again. Usual story, mate. Wrong thing at the wrong place at the wrong time. Did you buy a used car from Maltz, eh? So how's things going down in the silk purse department? All the 420? Oh, I hear it's about as much use as a...
Good morning, Roz. Will you get me Mr. Clayton at Maltz on the phone right away, please?
Right away.
Oh. Hello, Miss Byers. You wanted to speak...
Don't ask me. They don't tell me anything.
I don't know. I really don't know.
How did that happen? Just doesn't add up.
What went wrong?
I don't understand.
Whose fault was it in the end? A combination of circumstances, most likely. A series of seemingly unrelated events that led to disaster. Like the charge of the Light Brigade.
Don't ask me. I only work here.
You do now.
What went wrong?
I don't understand.
What a mess. Well, what a waste of time for all of us. I feel particularly let down. It all seems so promising. Well, you know my view in business, you've got to make the most of things. And the more you make, the more you make. A new system will allow us to do more, not just produce more of the same. More applications, more permutations, not just variations on the same old theme. But a new system is no good if you don't have confidence in the people producing it. And what happened was a gradual eating away of any respect for molds.
Proven components and guaranteed compatibility.
Mark was an excellent salesman. He gave a good presentation and really seemed to know what we need. And then it was interrupted by his office. Not a big deal, just a small lapse, but the first of a number from various parts of molds. Mark did a good job sorting out the wrong deliveries, but they should never have happened in the first place. Their dispatch department is a nightmare, and so is the man who runs it. Dr. No was a very apt nickname for him. And the young lad who did the deliveries was no asset to molds. Oh, good at chatting up reception, but not so hot on impressing the rest of us. Not clever to park in my space, and even less clever to slag off his company in our reception. I've never ceased to be astonished at how easily the work of PR and marketing departments can be destroyed by other people in the same company. Even someone obviously good at his job, like Ricky, the accountant. Of course he has to chase up overdue bills, but he should have been better prepared, and he should certainly have been better informed.
Sure you can appreciate that I can't let this go on.
From the moment you enter the building, you get the wrong vibes.
Sorry, I was talking to somebody else.
Or you get no human vibes at all.
This is Mold Systems. If you wish to speak to our sales department, please press 1.
When there is this lack of real customer care in so many minor ways in a company, you start to ask yourself whether people are really in control of the big things. I found the managing director, Trevor, a pleasant enough person, but would he really make sure that his new system would be on time and on budget? Would he sort out the inevitable bugs? From our experience of other people in the company, I became increasingly unsure, so I pulled out of the deal. I hope Molts will get themselves together, but it will need to be all of them, not just some key people. In our company, we try to work to 4 principles. We may not get them right all of the time, but I hope we do better than Molts. We focus on the customer. I didn't feel Maltz were focusing their full energies on us, their customer. Even the salesman was thinking about his glossy new car most of the time. We didn't receive the service we were entitled to. Our second principle is to listen. It's a lot harder than you think to listen properly and to really take in what your customer is saying to you. Maltz staff could do with a few lessons in listening. Our third principle is to have a positive attitude. And the towering example of someone who needs lessons in this is Maltz dispatch manager. But he wasn't the only one.
Let me get this down.
Almost all the staff showed a negative attitude at some point, and this is really off-putting to the customer. And the final principle is the hardest one of all: internal communication. Make sure that people know what's going on so that they feel in the know about clients and customers, and that they really recognise that customer care and the image of the company is everyone's responsibility. We try to do all these things, and maybe we don't always get it right, but everyone in the company tries. Do you?
Good morning, this is Miller's. One moment, please, I'll put you through. Good morning, this is Miller's. One moment, please, I'll put you through.
Hello, Turnbull.
Mind if I go for lunch?
Oh, good luck this afternoon.
Oh, thanks.
Hello, John. Yes, I'm fine. How are you?
But even though the rest of the regions will stay the same, the north is going to be split up into 3 areas, with an area manager in charge of it. George?
Hmm? Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking about something else.
Yes, I noticed.
No, I've got a sales presentation this afternoon.
Something important.
Could be the biggest deal we've had all year. Fingers crossed.
Brian, a word.
Oh, you want to see me?
Damn right I do. Take a seat. We are in trouble.
I know.
Oh, do you? No, I'm not talking about everyday trouble. I'm talking about real trouble. Our financial advisors have taken a long, hard look at our figures, and they don't like them.
I'm not crazy about them myself, but they must realize the problems.
They don't give a damn about problems. All they're interested in is results. And we've got to get our act together, or else.
Well, thank God we've got that United Metals deal coming up.
Yes, if we get it. Who have we got handling it?
Cooper. George Cooper.
Cooper? Oh, yes, good man.
The best. If anyone can bring this thing home, George can.
He'd better. For all our sakes, he'd better.
Simply by using an integrated circuit.
Good. Well, that seems to solve the problem, all right.
Okay, Ken. Well, Mr. Cooper. George, I think you've got a pretty good grasp of our problems here, and I look forward to seeing your proposal.
Well, thank you very much for giving me so much of your time, Mr. Harper.
You're welcome.
And you, Mr. Stevens. It's a great help to get the factory manager's views.
That's all right. I'm glad of the chance to air them.
Well, until next week, Mr. Harper.
Until next week.
Mr. Stevens.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Miss Jackson, and thank you so much.
Goodbye, Mr. Cooper.
I'll be phoning you very soon to make another appointment with Mr. Harper, if I may.
Yes, of course.
I look forward to seeing you again.
You know, Ken, we don't get to see many George Coopers around.
Yes, I agree. Very bright young man.
A sales representative who takes the trouble to understand our problems instead of just trying to sell us his product.
So, looks like Miller's got the contract then.
Wait a minute. It's a little early for that, isn't it? After all, I haven't seen a proposal yet. But, all things being equal, I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, that's all we need, isn't it?
Hey, hang on, Fred. The factory manager's just popped in. Mr. Stevens, it's Fred in the warehouse. So you know we ordered 72 size B pallets from Miller's?
Yes.
Yeah, well, they've sent us size A's. He's doing his top. I mean, he can't use size A's down there. They won't fit in the bays.
Miller's? I was talking to their rep a few minutes ago. I wonder if he's still in the building. Hang on a minute, Fred, will you? Ah, OK, thanks. No, he's left. I think you better ring them.
Hello, dispatch. Can I help you?
Yes, you can. This is United Metals. A few weeks ago, we placed an order for 6 dozen pallets. Now we've just taken delivery. And you've sent us size A when, in fact, we ordered size B.
Well, can you hang on? I have to go and get Mr. Whitley, OK? Mr. Whitley!
Pardon?
Hello? Hello, who's that?
Dispatch, yeah?
Ah, now, about these pallets.
Who's that, then?
This is United Metals. A few weeks ago, we placed an order for 6 dozen size B pallets.
Well, you should have had the pallets yesterday.
Yes, they arrived today, actually, but that's not the point. The point is they're the wrong size. They're size A, and...
Oh, yeah, hang on just a second, will you?
No, come on, they haven't finished yet.
Having a communications breakdown?
Breakdown is a bloody derailment.
Hello, you there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Now, according to all records, you ordered size B.
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to tell you.
Well, that's all right then, isn't it?
No, it's very far from right. They're the wrong size. We can't use them.
Size A, you said?
Yes.
And you ordered size B?
Yes.
Oh, dear, it's been a mistake then.
Yeah, now the thing is, what are you going to do about it?
Do? Oh, well, there's not much we can do. Not right now, not with a holiday coming, you see it.
I'm only asking you to deliver the pallets we ordered.
Well, it isn't that we wouldn't like to help.
Surely.
We wouldn't want to put you in an awkward position. No, I mean, it's just that...
The abominable
last
no
week
man.
we could have dealt with it, you see, but now, well, I'm sorry, absolutely no.
One moment, please. I'll put you through.
Miss Monroe, credit control.
John Garwood here, United Metals Accounts. We've just got your letter threatening to stop our deliveries.
Well, your August account still hasn't been settled, Mr. Garwood. It's now 2 months overdue.
But that's absurd. It was paid on time.
Not according to our records.
But our cheque was cleared through your bank last month.
Oh? I'm sorry, it's not in our records.
Maybe not, but it's in your bank.
Hello, Jennifer.
Good afternoon, Mr. Cooper.
They're nice.
Thank you.
What would we do without you?
Tony, can you spare a moment?
Yeah, what is it?
Oh, thanks. The thing is, I'm going to need your help over the next few days for a customer demonstration, OK?
Come on, we've got a lot going on here, you know. We're very busy.
Naturally, I don't want to get in the way of production.
Of course you don't. This demo, then. What's it you want?
Nothing elaborate, just as long as you're ready to show one or two things.
Pass me that programming.
What program?
The one you got on your end.
Oh.
Tough. Well, we'll have to see what we can do then, won't we?
Thanks. You'll do your best.
Hey?
I said thanks.
You're welcome.
Yes. That certainly seems to cover the main requirements. Just check on this one, though, with our technical people. And then make sure these delivery dates are realistic.
Is there anything else before I go?
No, thank you, no.
All right. Night, Mr. Turnbull. Night, George.
Good night.
Night, Patsy.
Now, what about the demo?
No problem. I've arranged that with Ernie Gower.
Good.
Well, I'll ring Mr. Harper in the morning and get them to come over.
Good night, John.
Ah, Ken, glad I caught you.
You're not chasing expenses this time of day, are you?
No. It's about the people you're thinking of using for the new conveyor system.
Miller's.
Miller's. And this extraordinary lady told me we hadn't paid our August account.
Oh, I'm whacked.
Not a bad day's work, though.
Very good day.
I think we've got a good chance.
It's too soon to count chickens. It won't be our fault if we don't get this one.
We'll be all right.
Come on, I'll buy you a drink.
Now, there's confidence for you.
Is it all right if I go home now, Mr. Whitley?
Yes, off you go.
Working late?
No, just a few minutes to clear up.
Well, I'm off, because my friend will be waiting. Don't overdo it.
Fancy a pint?
Oh, that's the first sensible suggestion I've had all day.
Well, what was?
Design engineers. The waffle they've been giving me about that new conveyor system.
Well, it's not right, is it? I mean, it's 6 weeks since Gladys left to marry that fella, and not before time. Nothing fitted her.
There you go. Cheers.
Cheers, Steve.
Anyway, they haven't done a blind thing about replacing her. So no wonder Miller's keeps getting complaints about deliveries, I said. You know, the muddle we're in. And it's going to get worse instead of better, I said. And she sort of... Well, you know what she's like.
It's just not engineeringly sound, that thing. You ask anyone with experience of that Miller variable speed conveyor. You know what they'll say?
No, what's that?
It's got 2 speeds, that thing. Dead slow and stop.
Oh, really, she said. You know the almighty way she talks. Oh, really? So I said, yes, really, I said. And unless they do something about it, I said there's going to be trouble, because I, for one, am not going to stand for it. We're doing all those girls' work.
But the silly girl was so loud. And since you were talking about Miller's just the other day, she really caught my attention.
Caught your attention? Who, honey?
You see, you haven't been listening to a word I've been saying.
Did you say something about Miller's?
I think Harper will find this very difficult to resist.
Let's hope so. When are they coming? The sooner the better, really.
Let me see what I can arrange. Sales office, Cooper here.
Oh, Mr. Cooper, United Metals are on the line for you.
United Metals. Okay, put them on.
You're through now.
Hello, Mr. Cooper.
Yes, Mr. Harper. I was just about to call you.
No, this is not Harper. This is Ken Stevens, Works Manager, United Metals. I met you in Frank Harper's office yesterday, do you remember?
Yes, of course I remember, Mr. Stevens. How are you?
Well, not in the best of tempers, Mr. Cooper. It seems that your people have made a nonsense over a delivery of some pallets.
I'm sorry to hear that, Mr. Stevens. What seems to be the problem?
We asked you for a delivery of 6 dozen pallets, and we clearly specified size B. Now, you have sent us size A. Now, I was wondering if you could use your influence and bring some pressure to bear.
Yes, let me just get that down. You ordered size A.
Oh, for God's sake, don't you start. No, we asked for size B. You sent us size A, which are about as much use to us as a spare... Well, they're no bloody use at all. Look, my assistant spoke to your people yesterday and explained all this and got no satisfaction. Now, will you please do something?
Yes, of course, Mr. Stevens. I'll do what I can. I'm extremely sorry this has happened. I'll look into it right away.
All right. I mean, you know...
Get me that idiot in dispatch. What's his name? Whitley.
Problems?
Sorry, I blew my...
No.
I believe you wanted Mr. Harper. I'll get you transferred. Hang on.
Mr. Whitley, please. Oh, Whitley's not there.
Where the hell is he? Tell him to call me as soon as he gets back.
Could he call Mr.
Hello,
Cooper as soon as he gets back?
I'm just getting on to...
Mr. Harper's office.
Oh, Miss Jackson. Hello.
Yes?
Oh, hello, Miss Jackson. It's George Cooper here, Miller's Limited. How are you this fine morning?
Oh, I'm very well, Mr. Cooper, and you?
All the better for hearing your voice, Miss Jackson. I wonder, could I speak to Mr. Harper, please?
I'm sorry, Mr. Cooper. He's tied up at the moment, I'm afraid. Can I help you?
Yes, I'm sure you can, Miss Jackson. Our proposals for the new conveyor system are ready. Mr. Turnbull, our sales manager, would like to show them to Mr. Harper. We'd like to invite him over for a demonstration. Sometime today, if possible.
I've got Whitley for you.
I'm afraid he couldn't make today, Mr. Cooper.
Sorry.
His diary's quite full.
I'll have to call you back.
Sorry, what was that, Miss Jackson?
Mr. Harper can't make today.
Tomorrow, then?
No, not tomorrow either, I'm afraid.
Look, you probably don't realise how important this is. We really must speak to Mr. Harper before the weekend.
Oh, dear. This is a very full week. He's out of town all day Friday.
This is just silly. Let me talk to Mr. Harper.
I've told you it wouldn't be of any use.
Yes, I know. You've made your point, Miss Jackson, but I really must speak to Mr. Harper.
I'm in charge of all Mr. Harper's appointments, Mr. Cooper, and sometime next week is the earliest I can suggest.
I'm sure you're doing a grand job, Miss Jackson, but I don't think you have to prove the point by holding up an important deal and wasting everybody's time. So if you'd kindly stop being obstructive and just put me through to Mr. Harper.
Really, I've never been spoken to like this before.
Who is that?
Miller's. Mr. Cooper.
Let me talk to him. This is Frank Harper.
Oh, thank God for that. I thought I'd never get past your dragon of a secretary. Now, Mr. Harper, when are you going to come for a demo and see our proposals? How about later this morning or 4:30 this afternoon?
Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday at 3 o'clock. Take it or leave it. But I think you'll be quite impressed by their engineering, if nothing else.
What do you mean, if nothing else?
I don't know. It's their attitude. Sometimes they're very good people to work with, and sometimes
they're not too helpful. I know what you mean, yeah. You know, my assistant calls them the abominable no-men.
Does he?
Still, that salesman of theirs, Cooper, sorted out a problem for me pretty sharpish.
There, you see? Well, I just think we gotta try and be very objective.
Good afternoon. Can I help you?
Yes, please. Mr. Turnbull is expecting us. My name is Harper. Frank Harper. This is Mr. Stevens.
Thank you, Mr. Harper. Would you take a seat and I'll tell Mr. Turnbull you're here?
Thank you.
Well, this is it. Now, you're sure everything's in order?
Everything.
Patsy? Patsy? Yeah?
Mr. Turnbull? Mr. Winthrop says he'd like to see you in his office immediately, please.
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Scott. I'm a bit tied up at the moment. I'm on my way to a very important meeting.
Barbara,
Just a moment.
see to these, will you? I'm going to R&D.
Yes, but Mr. Turnbull's...
Tell Mr. Turnbull to drop whatever he's doing and meet me there.
But Mr. Turnbull...
Tell him I want to see him immediately.
Hello, Miss Scott. Did you get that? Can you explain I'm on my way to meet Mr. Harper?
I'm sorry, Mr. Turnbull. He's already on his way down to R&D. And he expects to see you there at once.
Can't you nip down and see Harper and Stevens first? Just say hello and explain you'll join us later.
May I tell R&D you're on your way, Mr. Turnbull?
All right, Miss Scott. I'll be there. Sorry, George. I'll have to leave it to you. Make my apologies.
Once more into the breach, dear friends, once more. Hello again, Mr. Harper.
Hello there.
Mr. Stevens.
Hello.
Mr. Turnbull's been called away for a few minutes, so I thought we'd begin with the assembly line.
Excuse me, Mr. Cooper. Could you ask your guest to sign the book, please?
Yes, of course.
Thank you. Sales.
Switchboard here. There's a call for a Mr. Stevens.
Oh, he's not here.
I'm putting you through to the sales office.
Hello?
Sales office?
Hello, this is United Metals. I'm trying to get hold of Mr. Stevens, our factory manager. I believe he's with you.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's not here. I'll have you transferred.
Calling.
Could you put this call through to reception? I think Mr. Stevens should be down there with Mr. Cooper.
Hold on, please, caller. I'm transferring you to reception.
Oh. Can I help you?
I have an appointment.
Excuse me. Reception, can you hold?
I have an appointment with Mrs. Baxter in the personnel office.
I'll tell her you're here. One moment. Reception.
Yeah, hello. I'm trying to get in touch with Mr. Stevens. I believe he's with you.
Mr. Stevens? Yes, he was here just a minute ago. Oh, no, I'm afraid he's leaving.
Oh, can you catch him?
No, I'm sorry, he's gone.
You don't know where he's going, do you?
Really, one isn't here to run messages.
Hello? Hello? Come on.
Hello, sales office.
Hello, this is Mr. Sloan again, United Metals. I'm still trying to get hold of Mr. Stevens.
Oh, dear, wasn't he in reception?
He'd gone. Look, I know that he's attending some sort of demonstration given by your department somewhere.
Oh, well, don't worry, Mr. Sloan. I'll track him down for you. What message can I give him?
You tell him we've got a crisis on our hands. Will he call immediately? Yes?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Oh, Patsy, have you done that letter for me? I have to sign it before I go.
Yes, I've nearly finished.
Quick as you can, there's a good girl. I've got an appointment at 4 o'clock.
Okay, okay. Mr. Stevens. Assembly line 273. Oh, wouldn't you know it? Sales office?
Patsy, we still haven't had the figures on that Chatterton deal.
Hold on a minute. I'll have to look it up in the file. Sales office?
What do you want to let that kid handle the machine for? He damn nearly cocked the whole thing up. Oh, come on. He soon got it right. There was no harm done.
Oh, no, maybe not, but he certainly had me sweating for a couple of minutes. Couldn't somebody more experienced have done it?
I couldn't spare anyone else anyway. Not today.
But damn it, these are important customers. There's a big deal at stake here.
And you should have told me that before, shouldn't you?
Well, I think you've seen just about everything. Come in and sit down, and George will present his proposals. Perhaps Patsy would organise some coffee for us.
I think I'll skip the coffee, thanks. I must be getting back to the factory.
Oh,
What's the matter?
I had a message for Mr. Stevens, and I couldn't reach you, Mr. Stevens, and then the phone, and I couldn't get you, and... Oh, I'm sorry.
And what was the message? God knows how much production we've lost this afternoon because of that girl.
Yeah, I know, Kenneth, but what about the demonstration? I thought it was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
No, come on, come on. Let's be objective about it. What did you really think?
Yeah, it's very impressive.
Oh, now what's this?
Oh, God.
What's the matter with you? Back up, will you? Come on, leave off, back up.
Come on, come on!
Miller's. You just can't win with these people.
Cheer up, Mr. Cooper. It may never happen.
It hasn't.
I don't get you.
The deal with United Metals, it hasn't happened. Metals, it hasn't happened.
Oh, what a shame. I thought that was in the bag. What went wrong?
I don't know. I just don't know.
I have to go and get Mr. Whitley, OK?
No, I'm sorry. Absolutely, definitely no.
But your August account still hasn't been settled, Mr. Garwood.
Oh, nothing elaborate, Ernie. I know you'll do your best. You'll do your best.
That thing. Dead slow and stop.
So no wonder millers keep getting complaints about deliveries, I said.
So if you would kindly stop being obstructive and put me through to Mr. Harper.
Tell Mr. Turnbull I want to see him immediately.
Sorry, George. I'll have to leave it to you.
I'm putting you through to the sales office.
Really? One isn't here to run messages.
Don't worry, Mr. Sloan. I'll track him down for you.
I don't know. I just don't know.
Good morning, this is Miller's. One moment, please. I'll put you through. Good morning, Miller's here. One moment, please. I'll put you through. Good morning, this is Miller's. I'm sorry, the line